Welcome to Active Aging with Barb. My name is Barb Eisenberg. I'm a physical therapist assistant and also a licensed massage therapist. I work with a team at Therapy at Home, where our passion is to inspire seniors like you to live happier, healthier lives so that you can age successfully and independently with a positive attitude. So together, we can create possibilities as we get older and better. So this is May, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I'll talk for a few minutes about mental health and people with dementia and how we can help them maintain a good quality of life and good mental health. Then for about 25 minutes, I'll have an exercise program. We're going to do a cardio workout today, so getting our heart rate up and working large muscle groups. So that's the plan. A few minutes about mental health with dementia and then 25 minutes exercise program. Remember, this information I'm providing today is for educational purposes only. It's not meant to diagnose or treat any particular condition. If you have questions about your own body, make sure you check with your healthcare provider. So why is this important? Dementia is really a big issue in the United States and worldwide. There are lots of people that suffer from dementia, and it's a progressive disease, so it tends to get worse. The symptoms get worse through time, and it affects various aspects of our life. There's short-term memory loss, and that can lead to depression. It can lead to anxiety in the early stages when you're very aware of what's happening and that you're not remembering things. And as the disease progresses, communication often becomes more difficult, and that can be frustrating for both the person with the disease and also for their loved ones and their caregivers around them, because that lack of communication is very, very important to everyone. Also, as the disease progresses, those activities of daily living, hygiene, grooming, using the bathroom, dressing, showering, all of those things, eating, all of those things become more difficult, and they may need more assistance, and that can lead to a loss of self-esteem, not being able to do things for yourself. It's really discouraging for a lot of people. But there's several ways that we can really help those people with dementia to maintain their mental health even as the disease progresses. And we're going to talk about 3 ways that we can do that. Number 1 is maintaining social connections, and we can do that even if they're not remembering who they're with. They do have some sense of the people that are around them. They might see them every day, and these group activities that I've seen lots of people in facilities with people with memory loss, they really enjoy these group activities. One of the best ones is just batting a balloon around. It's not a real fast activity. You have some time to respond to it. Really fun activity for a lot of people. Lots of people do dice games or card games together as a group, reminiscing about things that happened in the far past. Even though the short-term memory loss is there, the long-term memory is still there. So a lot of people have great memories that they can share of raising children or work that they did or things from their childhood, and they have things that they can share with us and that they would enjoy hearing from other people as well. So that's number 1, maintaining social connections. Number 2, maintaining a sense of control and independence. So give people choices. You don't need 5 choices, but maybe just 2 choices. What snack would you like? Would you like this one or this one? When you're helping someone get dressed, maybe just pick 2 different things and say, which one of these do you want to wear, to give them a little sense of control over what's happening. Also, with those activities of daily living, you want to just allow them to participate as much as possible. Sometimes, even for example, with eating, some people, you put the food in front of them and they don't know what to do with it. But if you load up the fork and you put it in their mouth, they know exactly what to do and they will start eating. So you want to give the right amount of assistance. You might not need to give a lot, but just enough to allow them to participate in those activities of daily living and do things for themselves, to give them that sense of independence. So that's number 2. Number 3 is having their basic needs met. If their basic needs are not met, it can lead to negative behaviors. things that we don't appreciate, and it's just their way of expressing themselves when they're not able to communicate their needs. So what we can do is try to anticipate, watch facial expressions, watch body language, and then just think about the basics. Are they cold? Are they hungry? Do they need a snack? Do they need to use the bathroom? Just say, oh, well, let's go to use the bathroom. See if that helps them feel better. Maybe they just need to wash their hands. Their hands are sticky, or they're something like that. Maybe they just want to hold a little soft stuffed animal. Sometimes that's very comforting for someone in the later stages of the disease. I've seen some people, some women especially, will like to carry around a little baby doll. And that's very comforting because it may remind them of caring for their own children. So 3 ways that we can help people, even though dementia is a progressive disease. We can support our loved ones and those people with dementia at any stage with in those 3 ways. Number 1, maintaining social connections. Number 2, giving them a sense of control and independence. And number 3, meeting those basic needs: thirst, hunger, bathroom, cold. Just having those basic needs met goes a long way to allowing someone to have a good quality of life and maintaining their mental health. So I hope this information was educational and informative for you. For our next video, we're going to be talking about helping those people cope with hearing loss as you get older. A lot of us have hearing loss, and we're going to talk about that next time. But we're going to be exercising in just a minute. Remember, if you have never exercised, or if you haven't for a long time, check with your healthcare provider to make sure that you get the okay first before you start one. If you start exercising and you start feeling chest pains, shortness of breath, dizziness, or lightheadedness, make sure you stop immediately and get checked out before you continue. So let's get started. We're doing a cardio workout, so we're going to get the heart rate up, get the breathing rate up using large muscle groups today. So let's get started. We always start with a warm-up. So we're going to march in place, getting the legs and the arms moving. March, march. So cardio workout is to increase the heart rate, to increase the breathing rate, strengthen the lungs, strengthen the heart muscle. It's another muscle that we're going to strengthen. We're also working large muscle groups, glutes, quads, deltoids, shoulders, back muscles. Large muscle groups is what you work in a cardio workout. Good work. All right. So because we're doing repetitive movements, now we're going side to side. We have to change it up to keep our minds engaged. We don't want to get bored. We want to keep our minds engaged and keep moving. So now we're doing some side stepping. Side to side. This is your workout, so you decide on how fast you go or how slow you go and how big you make the steps. If you want to increase the effort, just a little bit of a knee bend really adds to that effort. It engages those quad muscles a little bit more and helps increase that heart rate. So stepping side to side, and we'll switch this off with side to side kicks, kicking across. Now my arms aren't doing much, but anytime you want to increase the effort, you add the arms. Especially, you'll notice I'm bringing my arms down, not much effort, but as soon as you lift your arms above your head, you'll notice you start breathing a little harder. So you decide on the level of effort that you want to put out today. And it might change as you start going. You might feel a little bit sluggish at first, and then as we get going, you might want to kick it up a notch. All right, changing the arms. Let's go back to side, and I'm going to add a reach. Let's get coordinated here. Side and reach. Side and reach. Big steps or small steps, you decide. We're reaching up. So we're even engaging the core. Anytime you're reaching up, you feel those ribs stretch. That's engaging your core. We can do a punch. Let's do a punch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to heel taps. Tap the heel. Now we're engaging the anterior tibialis, that muscle in the front of your shin. So when the front of the shin is working, the back of the shin, the back of the calf is stretching. Muscles always are in pairs, fronts and backs. Heel taps and add the arms up, up, up. Good job. Getting the heart rate up. Reaching up and up, up and up. You decide the pace. If this is your pace, that's just fine. This is your workout. You're not trying to keep up with me or anyone else. You decide. But remember, you get out of it what you put into it. So, listen to your body and give it what you think it needs. All right, we're going to side toe taps. Now we're activating the calf muscle. So when you tap, you're pointing your toe and you're putting some pressure. That's activating that calf muscle in the back. And we'll add the arms. Good job. Side and tap. Whew. Good job. We're going to switch this off with a kick. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back to taps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to kicks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back to taps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back to marching. If I'm going too fast and you're not keeping up with all these changes, don't worry about it. Don't get frustrated. Just do your best. All right. Now we're going to big knee lifts with arms. Reaching up. Reaching up. 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Side, side tap. We got to keep changing it up or we're going to get bored. Don't want anybody to get bored. Let's add a punch. 5, 6, 7, and 8, and reach up. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now let's kick back. So you're trying to kick yourself in the butt. Pulling back like you're pulling on a rope. Pull back. So whenever you pull back, you're stretching out the pectoral muscles, which helps with your posture. Always want to work on posture so that we keep the height that we have all of our lives. We're all going to shrink a little bit because gravity's just pushing on us all the time. But let's try to keep as much height as we've got, as much as we can. And we do that by lengthening our muscles as we work them and working on those posture muscles. Standing tall, lengthening through the core. So we're still kicking to the back. That's activating this hamstring. Kicking back and pulling on a rope. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's kick across with a swing. So, when you're kicking across, you are activating these inner thigh muscles and you're stretching the outer thigh muscles and the glutes. Always good to loosen up the glutes, loosen up the whole hip joint. It's a complex joint. Your hips can move in all different directions, forward, back, sideways, in a circle. And you want the hips to be able to move their full range. If they don't, if there's some kind of blockage and you can't move them the way they're intended to move, it can lead to pain either above or below that joint. So you might be getting knee pain or low back pain because you have that blockage in your hips. So keep those hips mobile and flexible. Let's go back to heel taps and reaching up. You can hear my heart rate is up, my breathing is up. We're working cardio. And this is low impact. So no pounding on the joints. This is gentle on the joints, but still getting that heart rate up, working large muscle groups. Reaching forward and back. So when you swing your arms, don't just swing them forward, swing them back as well. That way you're working the front of the shoulder and the back of the shoulder. Front and back. Good work. Heel taps. Remember, the heel taps are activating the front of the shin. Stretching out that shin. Good work. And stretching out the calf, working the shin. That shin muscle pulls the toe up. Gives you a nice stride when you're walking. Can help you keep from tripping. If you don't pick up your toes, you're liable to catch them on a bump in the road. All right, let's reach higher. All the way up. All the way. Amazing what a difference it makes from here to there, all the way to the ceiling. Really lengthening the shoulders. All right, we're going to do a little lunge to the front. So lunge and back, lunge and back. Let's reach up at the same time. And back. Keeping that heart rate up. Back. Same side. Activating that quad and working the balance. It can be a short step or it can be a bigger step. You decide. But remember, when you lunge, keep that knee over the ankle. Don't let it go beyond your toe. So reaching up for 3, and 2, and 1. Other side. Reaching up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Large muscle groups. 8. 8 more. 8. 7, 6. Strong quads will help support your knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to butt kicks. Reaching out, pulling back. So we worked the front of the quad with the lunges. Now we're working the hamstrings in the back with the butt kicks. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. So you're trying to pull your shoulder blades together in the back. Back, back, elbows behind. 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 7 more. 6 more. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to reaches. If you think of another movement we can do, go ahead and add it in. You can send it to me on our YouTube channel. Lots of different movements we can do. We're just looking for large muscle groups and keeping that heart rate up. And I'm going to reach across reaching across. Reaching across gives you some rotation around your spine, activating the core. We want to work the core. Good work. Side to side. So we're doing a tap and a punch. Tap and a punch. Good job. Keep it going. All right, back to kicks. Let's kick straight leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Straight leg, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Work the side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. To the back. 2, 3. That's awkward. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. Back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we worked the glutes, the hip joint, in all different directions. Forward, sideways, backwards. All right. 5, 6, arms up. Reach and heel tap. 4. Are you keeping up? I hope so. I remember those classes years ago, those aerobics classes. The music is pounding. You're trying to keep up. What are they doing next? I don't know what they're doing. Just do your best. Do your best to keep up. Or make up your own thing. Just keep moving. This is cardio, so we're just trying to work large muscle groups and have some fun with it. So, heel taps and arms up. Heel taps, arms forward. Heel taps, arms out. Heel taps, pushing down. Working the triceps, that area that some people call bat wings, pushing down. When you're not doing cardio, you can work the triceps just by pushing off the chair. Pushing off. It activates these tricep muscles. All right, we're going back to lunges. Ready. Lunge and back. Lunge and back. Reaching up. Reaching up. Reaching up. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. To the front. 2, straight leg. 5, 6, 7, and 8. To the back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight leg if you can. And other side. Front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and to the back. 2, 3, hands down. 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Side step with a lift. Side step with a reach. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Kick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And reach. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back to kicks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's keep going across. Get a little more hip action in there. 6, 7, and 8. Really twist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Side and tap. Side and tap. Let's add a little more knee bend for a little more quad work. 7 and 8. 8 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go back to kicks. Kicks in the back. So really bending the knee, kicking up as high as you can. Try to kick yourself in the rear. Side and kick. Kick, kick. Keep those arms up. 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heel taps. A little easier, so let's keep the arms up. We want to keep that heart rate up. Keep the breathing going. Nice deep breaths. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To the front. Let's just do all on one side. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Same thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8 heel taps. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to taps. 5, 4, 6. Lost my count. Okay, let's start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We haven't done knees up for a while. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reaching up with 1. Opposite arm. So this actually is engaging the core. A little bit of balance. Shoulder work. So you're working deltoids, working hip flexors. Good job. Knees up. If it's too much, bring the arms lower. That'll lower the effort. Give you a little break. But if you want more work, arms above your head. Doesn't take much. Don't need to add weights. So this is gentle on your joints. You decide. All right, let's do knee up. 2, 3, 4, and other side. 2, 3, and 4. Other side. 2, 3, 4. Work and balance. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, and 4. I know this is a little different than we have done in the past, but I hope you like it for a change. Might not want to do it every week, but you have it if you need it. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's march. 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do one more set of lunges to the front. So front and back. Reach and back. Then we'll get ready for a cool down. 4, 5. Working the calf, working the quad, working the glutes. And 7 and 8. Other side. Reaching up, little lunge. So front knee is bending. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's march, march, march. We're bringing that heart rate down. Nice deep breaths. Deep breath. Starting to cool down. And we'll bring in our stretches. Slower heel taps. 6, 7, 8, slower side to side. Now we're not tapping, we're just shifting side to side. Loosening up the hip joints. Coming forward for a little inner thigh stretch. You can lean on your thighs. Lean on your thigh. Get a long inner thigh stretch. Other way. Long inner thigh stretch, keeping your back flat, head up. And breathing. Feel it in your glutes. And then you can turn to the front, lift your toe. Feel that back calf stretch and the hamstring. Might have to bring it in. Really lengthen. Deep breathe. See if you can go a little farther. The deep breathing helps relax your muscles. You can go up and down. And let's switch sides. Heel up. Bending from your hip joint, not rounding your back. Then you lose most of the stretch. You really want to get the most benefit as possible. Toe up and down. Go a little farther if you can. Deep breath. Good. Oftentimes on the exhale, you can go a little farther just by activating that relaxation response. All right. Reaching up, lengthen the side and lengthen the side. Let's do some arm rotations. Big circles. Big circles. So we're loosening shoulders. Big figure eights. And stretching the back. So arching the back and rounding. Arching and rounding. Arch and round. Arch and round. Give yourself a big hug. Stretch out the back of your back and round your back. Then reach up, way up, lengthen. Reach one arm up and pull it across. And pull your other arm across, straight arm. Deep breath. Other arm across, straight arm. Anytime you're stretching, you want to do with a bent joint and with a straight joint because you work different muscles. Good work. You can put your hands behind you and try to pull them down to get the front of that chest. Standing tall, lengthening the neck. Deep breath, really pulling up and behind you and pulling down. Deep breath. Let's lengthen the neck. So turning sideways, rotate. And rotate. I hope you feel really good. You had a great cardio workout. Now we're stretching things out. Let's do a circle. Keep with those deep breaths and circle the other way. Almost done. Great job. Let's reach down and stop halfway up. Reach with one hand toward the floor, feel it in your lower back. And together, and reach with the other hand, reaching your hand in one direction, your back in the other direction. Really stretching the lower back. Both hands, and then slowly roll up, reaching all the way above your head, and pulling back. Let's take a relaxing deep breath, and blow it out. 2 more times. Reaching up, deep breath. And blow it out. One more deep breath. You made it. Thank you for joining me. Show yourself some gratitude. You made it through. You did a good thing to start your day. Remember to try to see the good in every day, especially today. You had a good start. See you next time. Bye-bye.